and just another one on your training program as a whole. When you look at your program and when you're designing a program, because ultimately that's what we want you to be able to do, is actually effectively design your own workouts and understand the underlying principles of exercise selection, program design, and all that kind of stuff. So when you're looking at your program, if you have a program done up for yourself right now, get it out. Okay, like literally pause this video, get the program out, and what I want you to do is look at that program and then explain why each of those exercises are in the program first of all. So are these exercises the best exercises for your structure, for your biomechanics as a whole? Are they the best exercises for you from a psychological perspective? Like, do you actually enjoy those exercises? Are they the best exercises given your current gym environment or home gym environment or whatever it is? Are they the best exercises for the job? So first of all, you need to assess that. Are you doing the most bang for your buck exercises given your unique circumstances? Assess that. If you go, yeah, I think I have got the right exercises for the job, then you have to explain why you have chosen those exercises. And I don't mean just like, oh, you just said explain why they're there. What I mean now is why you have chosen those exercises in the context of what are they actually achieving in your program. Like you've chosen squats, you've chosen hack squats, and you've chosen leg press, and you're like, yeah man, bang for your buck. Oh, that's what they're all good. But what I want you to actually think of is why are you doing 3 exercises that are essentially accomplishing the same goal? Now obviously they are overloading different sections, but that's me telling you that. I want you to actually look at your program and analyze why each of those exercises are there. What is the goal of that exercise? What part of the the strength profile are you trying to overload? Are you trying to bias a certain part of a muscle? Maybe the outer head, vastus lateralis of your quads, and you're going, this exercise actually allows me as an individual to feel that more, to target that more as a whole, and the whole biomechanical theory behind that makes sense for this exercise. Your program should not just be an amalgamation of a load of cool exercises you saw some bodybuilder do. They should be targeted for your overall goals and your overall context. And then when you're looking at your program, when you've picked the exercises that kind of suit your goals, your environment, and then you've looked at them and you're actually able to explain why every single exercise is there, the next thing you need to know, or you need to do rather, is explain why you have them set up in that order, why you have chosen that loading parameter. Explain why you have that many sets, that much volume, that many reps. Are you using lower reps for this one, higher reps for this? Like, why have you chosen that parameter? Are you doing drop sets here, other intensity boosting techniques? Are you just doing a hodgepodge of everything? I read an article on this on your guys' site, or I saw this on Instagram, or saw this on YouTube, and this bodybuilder does this, and you're just kind of like throwing different methods together. You're just throwing shit at the wall and hoping something sticks. Actually analyze why you have chosen those loading parameters there. And then when you've done that, again, look at the macro structure. Look at how your week is set up. Look at how your month is set up. Look at how your year is set up. Like, you're choosing exercises that perhaps aren't actually fitting in with your overall goals. Perhaps you're an athlete and you're like, oh yeah, I want to spend my 3 months of an off season building my arms, but you're a lower body athlete, like you're a field athlete. Would you be better off spending that time actually strengthening your legs? So you have to look at your overall goals, and then also your overall structure of your year as a whole. So what I want you guys to do is, again, just get the program out and justify every single thing in it. You may have to, really step back from that ego, because we do get kind of attached to our training programs. We like generally the style of training we do. It may not be optimal. And I'm not saying right now that you have to design a workout that is optimal, because again, that generally goes against the psychological side of things. Like, you like training in a certain way. Like if I said, okay, squats are gone, they don't suit your biomechanics, they don't suit whatever it is, and you're kind of like, oh man, they're my favorite exercise. Are you going to stick to that program long term? Probably not, unless you start seeing some ridiculous gains from the program. You're like, okay, cool, yeah, they're not for me, I prefer the results. Like, that's cool, maybe that's you. But the majority of people are going to go, oh, like, I really like that exercise, or I really like doing that like cheeky little drop set at the end and getting like a sick pump before I go out. And it's like, cool, we'll keep that in it. But what I want you to do is actually just justify everything in your program, analyze everything in your program, so that you can actually, first of all, be in control of the results you get. Like if you're just doing a hodgepodge of everything, like, you're going to get hodgepodge results. This might work for you, it might not. Was it the drop sets that worked, or was it the progressive overload? Well, I'm not sure, because there's no actual structure, there's no actual rhyme or reason even to your program. So do that with your workouts. Go through every single exercise, go through every single loading parameter, sets, reps, time under tension, rest periods, all of that kind of stuff, exercise selection. Go through it all, analyze your program, look at your week structure, look at your month structure, look at your yearly structure, and then kind of go, am I actually maximizing my time in the gym? Because overall, like, this health and fitness stuff is meant to enhance your life. It's not meant to become your life. And a lot of people, they waste time in the gym. If you look at that, 20% of the work you're doing is getting you 80% of the results. What is that 20% in your program? What is it in your workouts that's actually giving you the results you need, or rather you want? Because there's going to come a time where you won't have as much time to train as you currently do. Obviously there's going to be times as well where you have more time, but there's going to be times where you just simply don't have time to train as much as you would like to. So it behooves you right now to know what work is actually getting you results. And are you actually maximizing your time right now? Are you building a sustainable program? Are you building a better engine right now, so that when you are able to put the foot down at other stages, perhaps, you know why? You know what is going to get you the results. Like if okay, drop sets for me, they're perfect. They kind of get the mental side of things going. They get me a really good pump, and I'm able to kind of progressively overload even though I'm doing drop sets. Perfect. You just got everything. Great. For someone else, it's like, oh yeah, I really love them. And it's like, are you actually getting results? No. So is your goal to just enjoy the workout? That's a valid goal. Or is your goal to actually get results? And if you say it's to get results and you're still doing stuff that isn't maximizing your training, and therefore you're not actually getting the results, then you need to have that, coming to Jesus talk, that long hard walk with yourself, where you kind of go, am I actually saying what I believe, or are you actually believing what you're saying? You do have to kind of take that step back, look at your program. Is it optimally set up for your goals? And that might actually reveal that your goals aren't as important as you think they actually are. But yeah, get your program out, guys. If you haven't already, go through it, write it all down beside it. Be like, this is here because it targets this muscle, and I have it in 6 to 8 rep range because I want to do this, and I'm progressing it over time to be able to do this. Whatever it is, write it all down, actually analyze your program, understand your program fully, and that will allow you effectively design workouts for your goals as time progresses, because you'll have a better understanding of your program as a whole.